When I go to the store, the meat is already there.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't kill the cow.
No.
And like that's
But supply and demand works in that when you pay for something, you're voting then with your dollar to demand more of that product, right? So it's called murder by proxy or rape by proxy. When we buy dairy products, we're paying someone to rape another innocent individual. When their child's born, we take them and cut their throat, and then we steal the milk that would have gone to that baby cow. We're not baby cows. Why are we even doing this? There's just no moral justification for it. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up?
How's it going?
You're not changing my mind, sir.
What was that?
You're not changing my mind.
Oh yeah? Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Hey, you know, I said the same thing for 27 years, man.
Alright.
Never say never.
All right, well, I'll say that. Sure. So, what's up? Tell me. So, okay, so I feel like I'll show you my perspective.
Okay.
Just eat what you want, bro. Like if you
Sure.
feel like this is the right thing, that's cool. Like this dude, like I feel like meat is cool. Like I ain't tripping.
Okay.
I get like the health and benefits too, but I also like there's also health benefits to eating meat. There's also different things. So I did the research. So.
Okay, interesting. So what are some of the health benefits of eating?
Like
meat?
First off, it's a way. It's just the protein. It gives you the muscles.
Protein,
But,
okay.
Yeah, I know you're about to hit me with that vegan protein and all that, but like that, it's not as easy. Like it's obviously not as easy to eat a meat lifestyle than it is. I mean, a vegan lifestyle to eat a meat lifestyle, because vegan you got to be so like, especially if you're like an athlete, because I'm an athlete, you have to be like so on it. You have to know how many of this you got to take, and like that's another thing too I don't like about it is you have to take all these like. A lot of people take all these supplements. It's like,
yeah.
Okay, so what is that? Like, what are we doing now?
Sure.
But yeah, like us, like it's protein. It makes it easier for you to build muscle. It's more accessible.
Okay.
It's more.
Have you heard of Game Changers, new documentary?
I think so.
Okay, the world record holding strongman's a vegan.
Yeah.
So it's actually easier to build muscle mass and you get better blood flow on a plant-based diet as opposed to eating meat, which constricts your arteries and reduces blood flow, which shortens your recovery time if you're eating plants. So if you really want to recover quick and get the most out of it, don't look at me, look at the science. The world's top performing athletes, on the health stuff here, you're going to find info like that. All the world's top performing athletes, a disproportionate number of them, are practicing a vegan diet.
I said the world's fastest man is a meat eater. LeBron James is a meat eater.
Yeah, those are good anecdotal. I mean, great anecdotal pieces of evidence.
Yeah.
But when we look at the totality of the data, it's becoming overwhelmingly clear. If you're a human, you thrive on a whole food plant-based diet. So the more plants you're eating, the better off you're going to be. Sure, you can throw some meat in there. I mean, you can, but just because you can doesn't mean you should do something. So let's go back to your other argument about how people should be able to do whatever they want, right? It's my body. I should be able to eat whatever food I want. Who cares? Well, our freedom actually stops when someone else's starts. So when we're looking at these cows, chickens, and pigs that are just children who are having their throats slit, then our freedom and our personal choice, our taste preferences, then start to step into the boundaries of someone else's freedom. So yeah, that's kind of ethically where you can draw the line. And yeah, you're totally right. We should be able to eat whatever you want up until I'm going around stabbing people in the neck and eating their flesh, right?
Yeah,
like that's not justified.
Also, with that argument too is, you want to say something?
Well, one big thing that I think about like with all this is that like two things,
Okay.
like groundwater. Right now I'm aware that like meat has a whole lot of like pollution.
Water waste, totally. Yeah, leading cause of ocean dead zones, water waste, the animal agriculture industry.
Right. But
Yeah.
when we take into account that like so many like farms are ran by like so many few companies, right, and then pesticides.
Big ag, yep.
Right. Yep. And when that stuff gets into the groundwater, right?
No good.
So assuming
No good.
that if we were to like all go vegan, and that all the land, which is a lot for cows, because they need like a mile each.
Yeah, well, and cows eat 6 to 12 times what a human would eat. So we're actually growing 2/3 of the world's land masses used to grow crops with pesticides to feed the livestock. So if you go vegan, you cut out the livestock, you use up about 1/16 of the land mass.
So now what about people like out here, you have farmers markets and all that good stuff
Yeah.
all the time. What about folks like back in the Midwest that either they got to deal with like canned Del Monte?
Oh yeah, there's
Or
people who live in food
like
deserts who you can go and you look at how they do a vegan lifestyle, and it's actually cheaper, it's more affordable, it's more readily available. Think about when you go to the grocery store, what's more expensive? A big old pound of beans, rice, lentils, oats, or a pound of meat or dairy or eggs. Way higher cost is the animal agriculture products. You think about it because it takes more resources to harvest the life of a sentient individual. You have to give them land, you got to give them food, you got to give them water, whereas this plant grows right out of the ground naturally. You drop a seed and it grows on its own. It literally drops nutrients from the sky, you know, from these trees. It pop right out of the earth. So why not just grab that and be, you know, healthier, and it's more affordable, better. Yes.
But vegan.
Oh yeah, of course.
But vegan the vegan is not cheaper, because vegan restaurants are way more expensive than meat restaurants. That's a fact. Healthy restaurants in general. Yeah, you know. Healthy restaurants in general are more expensive than and then they also close at a later time. They also close earlier. They also open later. Then also too, like what's it called? With the earlier you said about taking all that freedom and all that. So
oh yeah, totally.
Also, when I go to the store, the meat is already there.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't kill the cow.
No.
And like that's
But supply and demand works in that when you pay for something, you're voting then with your dollar to demand more of that product, right? So it's called murder by proxy or rape by proxy. When we buy dairy products, we're paying someone to rape another innocent individual. When their child's born, we take them and cut their throat, and then we steal the milk that would have gone to that baby cow. We're not baby cows. Why are we even doing this? There's just no moral justification for it.
I think
so,
the only thing that, you know, I'm not a vegan myself, but I definitely do see the arguments.
Okay, right on.